Oh man, I got like full-fledged anxiety right now. This is bad. So I had a day today. I guess I can wait for people to get on here because like I was playing with a raccoon for like 2 hours on top of my roof. I wasn't on top of my roof, but can you guys hear me? Can anyone hear me? Like this is all last minute, and normally I like try to set up before, but if anyone can hear me that's watching, please just say okay, and then you can hide again. Oh man, my heart's pumping again. No one can hear me? Okay, cool. Thank you, Jackie. Thanks, Bo. Woo! All right, so, all right, cool. Everyone hears me. My bad. Sorry. So today, normally it's bad. So let me just tell you guys a story. I'm not a good storyteller, but, I got a sunburn. I've been outside. Okay. So what happened was, I've had this raccoon, living in my, attic for the last like 3 years. It comes back like every winter. So it just breaks into my roof, and then I like patch the roof up every year, and it's been up there for years. I swear it's the same raccoon, but anyway, so I patched up its hole. I procrastinated on patching up its hole. Like, it's been in here for like 4 months. So I just patched it up like 2 days ago, and then like it came back today. Like I was sitting there doing work on my computer, and then it came back today. It started crawling up my gutter like it normally does, so it's really loud when it comes home. But normally it comes home at like 6 in the morning or whatever, because they're like nocturnal or whatever. I caught it before it went into my house, because it's still got like a little vent that it gets into, because I didn't want to rip another hole in my house. Or which camera am I looking at? I can't. I'm sorry. It's all messed up right now. Normally I pace my house for like the last hour, but since I was outside today in the blazing hot sun, so I worked for the last 2 hours leading up to this. And normally I pace around. I don't know. I keep repeating myself. It's all messed up. I don't have focus. I need focus. You can stun a raccoon by just like I made a video. I like patched the video up like right before I started this, because I can like share it on here, I think. I'm getting all hot. I'm sorry. Hold on. So I basically stayed outside with it while it was on my roof, and it kept trying to, like, I would just kind of catch it when it would go over a roof crest, and then I would, just tell it no or whatever. So we just played a game of chase over the rooftops for literally 2 hours in blazing hot sun. There was not a single cloud in the sky. So I was outside. At first I ran out for the first half hour. I had socks on, and the grass was all wet, so I had like wet socks. And then, I ran inside really quick, went to the bathroom. Let me look. It's better to look straight. I can focus a little bit more. So I called the animal people, and then I'm sorry, this is not, normally I don't have nothing to talk about, and I'll just answer your guys' comments. So this is not planned, obviously. I know it's probably a dumb story, but anyway, so I kind of just kept there was like a 20-minute period where it was getting aggressive, and it was like wanting to come down and like get off the roof, and so I got a little scared at that time. So he stayed up there, and then the animal control people finally came. And then he went up there on a noose, or on the ladder with the noose, and got up there, and then he missed it. And then the raccoon took off. It jumped off my roof. It landed on the barbecue. And then it like took off. So it's gone. But they set up like a live trap in the back. Not to kill it, but I mean, so there's at least a trap up to hopefully he comes back. But he's just ripping apart my whole house. I named it Rocky. I don't know if you guys want to see the video. I made a video, but I don't know. I don't know how live streams are supposed to work. So let me just play this video, and then you guys. I don't know what I just need, like, it's like a 2-minute video, and so it lets me calm down maybe. So I'll just play this. And when are you gonna? There's no more vacancy. You think I can't see you when you hide your head? I just called the exterminator. They're gonna come get you. You don't get to. You're not paying rent, and I don't appreciate it. Yeah, look down. You just feel ashamed of yourself. All right, get under that one. There you go. Go to sleep. Good boy. No, don't go in the hole. Hey, go back. Hey, go back, Rocky. We're too close. Hey, go back. Go back. There you go. Woo, there you go, buddy. You can't go back in the hole. Just hang up there for a little bit longer. Don't try to rip another hole. Hey, don't try it. Hey, go. No. Hey. Quit it. No. Don't. Hey. No, Rocky. No. Hey. Stay up there. No, stay up there, buddy. He's almost here. Just a little bit longer, we're going to hang out. And then we're not going to be roommates no more. I'm sorry. I know you look sad. But I just can't do it any longer. It's not you, it's me. Just stay up there. Hey, don't come down. I don't. Hey, Rocky. All right, so yeah, he didn't get it in the story. The raccoon jumped off the roof, and hopefully he'll be back. All right, so that's my little story. I'm sorry. I just wanted to explain myself because normally it wasn't planned, and on a live stream day, I need full focus to lower my anxiety. So I'm like completely burnt, like sunburn. I'm Irish kind of person, so going out at high noon with a raccoon with no sunscreen on because I couldn't go back inside because it was gonna escape. It's just all bad. So, hello everybody. Oh man, live streams are interesting. So I don't know what to talk about. Normally you guys ask questions. So you guys can't tell if I'm blushing or if I have a sunburn. So that kind of hides it better. Hopefully it's like not as choppy as it looks on my end. I don't know. All the voice doesn't match the words, and I don't know how it's working. I heard you use shush shush. Is that Caesar Milan stuff? Like the dog whisperer? Well, I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but like it's just a natural thing where I just felt like, because I talked to it, like he's been my buddy. He's kind of been my like apartment guy, or not my apartment guy because he's just living up there destroying my house. But yeah, I don't know. I've caught the dog whisperer or Caesar Milan or whatever. What in the world? Thanks, Indie Kitty. Oh man, I don't even know what to do. That's literally the first money I've ever made on YouTube or anything online in my whole entire life. So I don't even know what to say about that. That's just weird, and now I'm all just, I don't know what to say. Happy St. Patty's Day, Bo. Is today St. Patty's Day? I don't know. make a raccoon. It's been upbeat, high tuned. It's been it's been living in my house for 3 years. Like it comes back every winter. So it rips open my roof. It just picks a hole, rips open my roof, and then makes itself, and it stays in my house all winter. But it literally just crawls through my whole ceiling and just rips up the insulation. It just causes havoc. Last year I fed it a Pop-Tart, which might have been the problem. So, yeah, I don't know. Man, everything's all just rushing in right now. I'm messed up. All right. Yeah, I'm Irish. Thanks again, Indie Kitty. That's very thoughtful of you. I still don't know what to say. It's like, I don't know. It's crazy. Hi, Lois. How you doing? Welcome. Sorry you missed the raccoon stuff. But there's a video. I'm sure everyone can rewind and do whatever. So, I don't know. I think these two cameras are delayed, so it looks like, I don't know, one of those Chinese, like Kung Fu movies. But whatever. It's technology, and I try to do the best I could. You have raccoons, like as pets? Like, see, I was trying to make this one my pet. Like, because he was cool, I think we were starting to be friends, but, oh no, it just says I love raccoons. I'm sorry, see, oh. All right. Focus. Yes, I know, I see it. Can you guys talk to Wilson for a little bit? Maybe. This is crazy. I'm gonna drink some tea. Why? I don't know. What's up, Martin? I don't think I've seen you in the comments. Nice to meet you, sir. Took the testing. If you start taking it right away, there's a lot. You can get into it. It just like typically you have to get far away from the test and really do some deep diving. The test can kind of throw you weird loops or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Like that's what I'm saying. I've been kind of looking into this stuff for like 12 years now, and it's just like you really got to dive down the rabbit holes to really debunk what all this stuff is. But like the T and all that, and the A, I don't know. You can change. You can get a different type on a different day that you feel a different way. So I got a burp. Sorry. So yeah, Martin, I just say just keep digging into the cognitive functions and all kinds of weird stuff and take the test like 5,000 times from different places and whatnot. But yeah, T and A typically comes from the 16 personalities, and that test kind of can get, I don't know, a little screwy sometimes. But DC or Marvel, I'd say upbeat. I'd say I like the Marvel like movies. But like I like the DC, I like the Christopher Nolan movies, the Batmans. But yeah, I'd probably say I'm more of a Marvel guy. I was like big into comic books when I was young, like teenager years, but I'm not really super comic booky or whatever. But yeah, I watched a lot of those Marvel movies or whatever. But yeah, Christopher Nolan Batman movies, I like those. Those are pretty sweet. Still keep trying to test your husband. That's not good, Lois. You don't need to test him. We're kind of slow sometimes. See, I got to read up on the comments and see what EST. What games do you play? Like what? Lois got all kinds of questions. What do you mean, Lois? What do you mean? What kind of games I play? Like, I'm not really a video gamer. So I used to be a huge gamer when I was young. Again, like comic books, like, you know, gaming stuff, like Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Dreamcast days. I was a huge gamer back in the day, but nowadays I have a PlayStation 4, but I don't really play it. I don't really have time. So I every once in a while I might play a video game, like once a year or something like that. But so I'm not a huge gamer. I'm just busy. My work life, YouTube's like a full-time job, trying to manage a channel, and then trying to, you know, spend time with my kid and things like that. Do daddy duty things, but so yeah, I don't really play a whole lot of games, but I like board games and stuff. Like Balderdash, that one's fun. Or I got a whole closet full of board games, but I don't have anyone to play with, so I don't really play board games a whole lot. But yeah, I'd say I'm more of a board game kind of person nowadays than a video gamer kind of person. All right, I think I'm coming down off the initial excitement for the craziness coming into this live stream, but the count is getting up higher with the views, and so the anxiety parallels that as we go. So I need to put a piece of tape over the people watching me, and then it's less anxiety ridden. So, man, I don't know that. Wow. Okay, so, yeah, normally it's, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I can just play with my little switcheroo things that StreamYard gives me access to. Oh, there's Michelle. What's up, Michelle? Nice to see you down here. Heck yeah, it's great when you, like, I liked when my kid was, like, young too, but, like, when they could start, like, interacting with you, especially when it comes to, like, games and stuff, it's, yeah, it's like, I don't know, you got your little humans to, now play with you and, I don't know, do chores or whatever. But yeah, that's cool. What's up, Jason? Heck yeah, I'm the Raccoon Whisperer. But I'm trying to, enough is enough. I gotta kind of, I don't know, I'll watch others. I'm like clicking on wrong comments and stuff. I was trying to answer but Skulls and Witches, hey, what's up? How you doing? Welcome. I don't know, I'm all over the place. Let me scroll around. What's up, John? From UK. It's like late there. What are you doing awake right now? It's like, what, 5 hours ahead from here? It's like past midnight for you. I lived in England for 4 years. I don't know if you saw my military video, but people that are around my channel kind of know that insight. But I was stationed in England for 4 years, so I know very much of the England area. What's up, Big Ross? Yes, Wilson. He's definitely like an extrovert that likes to like definitely put his face up on there. So he likes the attention. But yeah, and the new character, the chicken. So, but yeah, they're the characters on this channel for you guys obviously to watch. I always got to kind of try to remember them, or else they get mad at me. And they like pour water on me when I'm sleeping, things like that. In Herefordshire? I never heard of that, John. I know I hear a lot of the shires, but no. So for me, I was stationed at Lakenheath, so it was around like Suffolk, like I don't know, like around Cambridge area. stuff like that. Ipswich. Yeah, Ipswich. I used to go to a lot of techno clubs there when I was young. But anyway, we won't talk about my drinking days on live streams. I'll probably get banned from YouTube. Yes, Jason, he ate a whole section of my roof. You guys saw that little thing on Instagram I put. So you guys have been following my raccoon thing. So, but no, I put some sheet metal up and then put some shingles. It's not the best prepared job, but but he came back today and he was trying to go into that hole, but he found that it was closed up. So we kind of had a stalemate. So he got out this morning through the vent that I left open. So he was trying to go back in there, but he only had one way in. So. What's up, peace and love? How you doing? Thank you for being here. I love you down in the comments. What's up, Corey? Like I said, what's up? Just you guys can just click off here if I embarrass myself too much because I don't. It's like I can't really control myself right now. It's all just a mess. I got a few people, Corey, from South Africa. I didn't know you've been in my comment section before. I didn't know you were from South Africa. I have another one. She's a very, Vicky. She's commonly in my comment section, but she's from South Africa. I've been to South Africa. I was there for a few weeks. Down there in like Pretoria and Louis Tricard. There's like an Air Force base down there. And then also I've been to Kruger National Park. So that was a cool like little safari thing that I went on. But yeah, it was great there. I loved it there. It was pretty sweet. The hotel staff that we stayed on, they were like super friendly, and it was like, I don't know, it was a good experience. But that was again when I was like, I don't know, 23 or I don't know, like 20 years ago or something. So, yeah, Big Ross, he's ripped up a lot of insulation, but like I don't think he has any babies. It's like again, this is a normal thing for him. He comes back every year, so we play this little game, then he disappears. But I don't believe there's any babies up there. I don't hear anything in the walls. You can hear it because they're all around the thing, but when he's not here, I don't hear anything. So you can generally hear them moving around, but I don't believe there's any babies or anything like that. It's just kind of my house that he knows to come back to. They say that if you don't take a raccoon away from its like at least like an hour away from their I don't know, their den or wherever their safe place is, that they'll come back. Which I think that probably applies to an INFP. So, a place where they find is their safe place. I don't think many people can claw them away from that. So I would say we're kind of like raccoons in a sense of like knowing exactly where the exit door is and where to go hide. Hey, little Muse. Man, you guys are up late. What are you guys doing? Like my bedtime's like 10 p.m. So, but I'm old, so I have a bedtime. Yeah, John, I haven't done the OP stuff yet. I haven't dove down. It's very intriguing to me. But like, it's intriguing the fact that there's so many different varieties because again, I like MBTI and I know it the most system of what I've studied and things like that. But the OPS system and things like that, I want to dig into it and look at it more because I like how it breaks apart all the types, like 32 different types among each type kind of thing. But it's just something that I don't know, I really haven't done it yet. So I dabble at it and look at it, but I haven't really seen the consume, play, blast and all that. I don't really I've had people try to explain it to me, but I still can't wrap my head around it that great. So, but I want to get into it one day, just cause it's another system that I can kind of triangulate who I am and where other people come from and things like that, which I generally love to do. Okay. Now the comments are flying in. Now I got to catch up. Yeah, so, I'm like 99% sure I have ADHD, just to straight up, I'm going to go get tested one day but I fit all the descriptions of it, like just kind of going down the ADHD, sorry. the descriptions or whatever. But yeah, I want to go get it just one day. I don't believe I would personally ever take medications for it. Just because I'm at the age where I can kind of harness my brain. It's hyperactive. It doesn't shut off. I mean, it's like it's very active all the time. But I like that. I think we need people that have that focused ability with their brain and things like that. But I think we also need people with ADHD or whatever you want to call it. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it needs to be medicated. That's my personal opinion. I just think if you learn how to harness all those ideas and craziness and scatterbrain and just thinking of like seeing the squirrel or the raccoon in this instance, if you can harness it, you can actually utilize it pretty good. So I like it, and I don't think I would suppress my hyperactive mind and the fact that I can't read a page in a book without having to reread it like 14 times before I even finish a page. That's why I can't read books, just because I lose focus halfway down the page. I just never been able to. So I don't know. One day I'll go get tested, kind of thing. I think, but yeah, that's just my take on it. So, all right, I can catch up. Sorry, let me catch up. Just stepping to say a quick hi before going back to business. Hi, bye if you've already left. Procrastinating bedtime. See, we procrastinate everything? I'm such a horrible procrastinator. You guys should see like my kitchen and my living room are like trash right now because it's like I'm like because today was like cleaning day. So today was like cleaning day. But with all the chaos that erupted and everything that just happened and the live stream I had to prepare for, cleaning day is getting postponed till tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, it's right now, all the count. It's just a mess. I got dishes everywhere. It's bad. But yeah, we procrastinate everything, and I have it pretty good to where I'm not like horrible. But yes, I procrastinate all the time. Is that by that duo? Oh no. I'm way behind, everybody. Hold on, let me do like some Zoom comment reading. Whoa, how did I catch this? How did I? What's up, Riveros? How do you say that? Yeah, Bo. I could see all that. 'Cause I barely find any info. Yeah, Jennifer, that's the thing. I'm not like, again, my thing is I don't want to sit there. I would rather get diagnosed before I need to look at the camera. Before I like actually talk about it and share my opinion of it, because it's like, well, if you don't have it, like there's going to be those people that are like, it's just people need the medication, they're dying and whatever, I don't know, whatever they're going to say. But for me, it's one of those things. I am almost 100% almost guaranteed I have it. But my outlook on it is just different than I think a lot have. And I don't know. I'll get away from that topic. It can get anger people, I guess, but whatever. I'll make a video if I go get my little, official paper that says it one day. I was just reading a blog and it made me very sad. No, Martin, we're really not one of the rarest. We're actually up a little bit. There's actually about like 4 or 5 types that are actually rarer than us. I know INFJ is said to be the rarest, but I mean, we're about like, it depends on where you look. It'll say 2 to 5% generally is that area of INFPs in the world. But it's actually, it's rare. It's rarer than the majority, but we're not like the bottom like 3 or something like that. So we're kind of up there, like, I don't know, 5-ish, 4-ish from the bottom. Again, it just depends on where you look. But that's just what I've seen. Wait, there's a question on there. Do you think there was a time in life when INFPs were more abundant? I mean, the way society has driven, Martin, it's just like, I think INFPs are abundant in places like Japan, New Zealand, things like that. I've definitely seen countries that have a lot more favorite INFPs, they say. So that intrigues me. To kind of go to a place like that and just kind of feel that vibe of the culture kind of thing. But yeah, it's just the way, especially in Western society and America and things like that, it's definitely not an INFP preferred world. And you know, I've made my little society rants. I don't want to get set off. But yeah, it's just, you know, we can make it in this world, but it's just a lot harder. So it's just I don't know if it was really more abundant per se, but I just think the cultures cater to it more, which welcomes it to where there's more dense population of it, I guess, if that makes any sense. Using E, which isn't reliable, but I guess. But why can't you harness? But that's the thing. It's like, I think a lot of stuff comes from like accepting like our craziness, right? So like, this is gonna go right back to the society stuff. And now there's 30 people watching. So I really just think that all that stuff about, because you're supposed to, it's said that you need to focus, you need to like, you know, not procrastinate. You got to do, this is all preferred society stuff. And the fact that we do, our brains do what they do, it doesn't mean it's wrong. It sounds wrong because there's 14,000 people saying it like all the time. Like our family, friends, hey, you need to focus more. You need to, you know, stay on task. You need to do this chore. You need to do this creative task and stick with it. And our brains just doesn't work that way. But there's a lot of things, just, if you suppress that, then you're going to not be a creative person. You're going to put you're going to sit it down. And like, that's my point. It's just like, I don't think it's an issue. It's annoying because people make it sound like it's bad. So you in turn think it's bad. But like for me, I've embraced it to where I think it's a superpower. Like, I'm literally at the point, I know I'm crazy in my videos and even on my live stream. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, and I don't know, we keep bouncing around. And I just spit on myself again. I do that commonly. It's not good on live streams because I can't cut. I don't know what I was saying. So I just where I'm at, I just embrace it. And just, I think there's a bunch more comments. I gotta, but yeah, so that's my little rant. I don't want to take this crazy turn. Sometimes Tom Jinkelson says you are, what? Someone named Tom Jinkelson says you are mistyped, but I forgot what. Yeah, if you watch my military video, Lois, there's like people that say I'm mistyped all. That's fine. That's what I mean. I know myself, and like I didn't just take one test, so it is what it is. People can make my opinions. I'm up to like 9 types that people think I am. If you watch my military video, it's the first like 5 minutes or so that I kind of lay it all on there. From all the 2 years I've been on YouTube, I'm typed 9 different types, so it's fine. I'm a 40-year-old INFP, and what are those supposed to look like? Is a healthy one supposed to look like a stereotypical INFP? I don't know. That's just, it is whatever, but I know myself, so more are going to come, and Tom Jinkelson knows me better than I know myself, so good on him. What's up, Nikki? What is this? What advice? I don't think I've met you yet, so nice to meet you. What advice would you give an INFP who would like to start their own YouTube channel but is terrified of putting themselves out there? And you're asking for yourself, let's say. But me highlighting your comment may also bring you anxiety too, because you want to stay on the side of the comments. But I've made a few. I've made a good bit of videos, Nikki. Of like, I made one that's my YouTube experience so far. It was like about after a year of being on YouTube. That one captures a lot of it. So I have some in my little whatever 100 video log that I've made over the last couple years. But there's a lot of that where I kind of started from scratch, how it really is over here. I had my assumptions and how it was, but literally, like before I made my first video, hold on, let me calm down. Okay. But before I made my first video, I've never done video stuff in my life. I didn't know anything about it. So for 6 months, I studied everything there was about how to edit videos, how to use cameras, all this stuff, because I was trying to reach my level of perfectionism tendencies and things like that. I was trying to reach that on my very first video, which again, I look back on a lot of my early videos and cringe. But at the same time, it's the best I could have done back then. So, the big thing is you're never going to hit perfection. It's never going to happen. I strive for it. I have very high standards for myself. So I try the best I can, but, it was literally just 6 months of researching. It was so overwhelming with trying to learn everything there was about even how YouTube works. Because I never did anything on YouTube. You know, I watched videos for years, but I never engaged. I never laid comments. I didn't know how any of it worked. So for literally 6 months, that's all I did on my free time was like study how YouTube works, how the video works, how editing works. And then literally I almost gave it up like during that 6 month process, I got so overwhelmed that I almost just gave up a bunch of times. But then one day I just forced myself to go make the video. And you can see my first, it's weird because a lot of IFPs say they would never do this. But for me, it's so weird how if you knew me in my real life before this, I never really, I didn't like to be on pictures. Believe I could say whatever I want and, oh yeah, whatever. We don't believe you. Look at you now. But I didn't like to be on pictures. If someone turned a video camera to me, I immediately got like this high-pitched, squeaky voice. It was all a mess. So massive anxiety. But and like for the first about 5 videos or so, like someone thought in my first video I was like on drugs or something like that because they watched my very first one and I've got that comment. They're like, man, we thought you were like high or something like that. But it was just pure high, massive anxiety that I'm really animated now because I'm super comfortable on camera. On live streams, it's a little different. When I'm making a video, it's a lot more comfortable. On live stream, it's a little more crazy. But it's weird because sometimes, a lot of times it flips. Like the extroverts I see, a lot of extroverts don't do well on a camera, especially like a high FE user and things like that. They don't do great talking to a camera because they kind of, a lot of times they need that person in front of them and this and that. But for me, the comfort level I have talking to a camera and like things like that, in this, again, like I said, this is a little different, but like when I'm making a video, I can be extremely vulnerable and open more than I can be in real life. Like, so what you guys see on a video is like a high level of just something inspired me that week. I want to talk about it. I vulnerably rant and that is what it is. So for me, it's very therapeutic and this and that. But again, after about the first 5 videos, I started to get comfortable. And that was the thing. But like for the first, I'm telling you, there's no way to just rip the Band-Aid off. You just got to do it. But I'm telling you, if you stick with it, for me anyway, never in a million years would I thought 2 years later I'd be doing this, especially on live streams. Live streams came about a year and a half later. Cause in the very beginning, I never thought I'd be on a YouTube video. And then after that happened, I said I would never do a live stream. I got a couple videos saying that I will never do a live stream. So then a year and a half later, I'm like, you know what? Let's try a live stream. So there's a lot of cool stuff that comes from live streams. I enjoy them. But again, because it just makes me feel, I don't know, I get to talk to you guys and it's crazy. It's like, I don't know, adrenaline fuel or something, but yeah, talking to a camera, it just gets easier. So I don't know, that was a long rant and now, okay, let me zoom through here. Hopefully that answered your question, for your friend. All right. Let's see where. Yeah, Rivers, exactly. That's what I was saying. It's just, that's the problem. And that's why, because again, with video, see, if you guys poked a little hole in and the YouTube passion project. So, and I could just go off about this all the time because YouTube is my passion thing right now. But that was the thing. It's like, I find that making videos is awesome because it helps me articulate my thoughts because I can add things after the fact. I can sit with my thing. It's just like writing. I say that a lot of times. I say that. I say that a lot of times. It's like writing because, I film a video, and then after the fact, I can go back and edit it for days after. And just, again, not talk to anybody, not do whatever, but I can, all those things were like, oh man, I forgot to say this. I wish I would have said this. I would have done this. Like in real conversations and things like that. You can do that with video editing. And that's my point. It's like, for me, it's like writing, but you can actually cultivate like all the crazy stuff that's in our brain, and you can make it come to life, because speaking or even putting it in writing doesn't always do it justice. So for me, I know a lot of people hate video editing, but for me, it's like, it's something that complements what I want to share, because up there it's so vibrant and perfect and clear and just like magical that it's not easy to bring it out on a video. It's not easy to articulate it in a conversation or in writing or whatever. But video gives me a little bit higher of a comfortable a feeling that I conveyed it closer to how I see it in my brain, kind of thing. So yeah, I don't know. I highly recommend YouTube. There's a lot of things that I assumed on this side of the creator curtain that it was going to be like. And there's a lot of stuff that you quickly realize it's not so glamorous. So, especially when you're starting out and you have no traction, it's kind of a little crazy. But even like right now, so this is another struggle. When you get to a certain level, then you start getting overwhelmed with like, oh no, how do I interact with everybody? And it's just different levels of YouTube that it's like, it's not fun to be really, really low and slow growth. And it's not also very, it's not easy for my brain to wrap our head around a lot of people watching and things like that. So there's a lot of levels for an INFP that it's not the easiest to navigate. But for me, there's a lot more positives than negatives. But yes, there's negatives you got to overcome and deal with. And it's not easy. And it's a lot of work if you're going to try to manage a channel and actually keep up with it and keep watering it, kind of thing. But I thoroughly enjoy it. So, yeah, I mean, if you do start out, by all means, you can continue to. I have plenty of creator friends, going back to Nikki. I have plenty of creator friends that we talk to each other, because we're going through the same things. So like I commonly, especially with me, they know I'm kind of the editing guy. So if they have a lot of things they want to know, I'm very transparent. I'm not someone that hoards information. Anything I can help with, I will share every little ounce, everything. I just don't hoard information. I don't like people that do that. But I'm extremely transparent. So if you do start up a YouTube channel, I commend you for your bravery, or anyone else for that matter. And I will support you in like conversations, as much help as you need. Okay. What's up, Brett? Shouldn't you be working right now? It's in Australia, and I'm pretty sure you should be at work. So I need your number to your boss, and I'm going to call and tell on you. Yeah, John, like I said, it depends on where you work. Just like I'm going off an average of like, the rarest the rarest types and things like that. If you really just look at the millions of websites out there, like in my head, just with all the knowledge I have, it does come around to where we're a little higher, in my opinion. Cause I know, especially with INFPs, we like to be, there's a part where we hate like people not understanding us and not getting us, but there's also a side of us that, does appreciate to be misunderstood and be mystical and all this other stuff that people don't get us. It's our little thing we like. So again, being extremely contradictory type people, it's one of those things, but, I think there's a lot of people always want to be an INFJ. It's like, ooh, I want to be that. But like, I don't understand why you'd want to be a certain type, because every type has their own goods and bads about them. But like, it's just, yeah, people, there is that kind of human nature to kind of value like being special, I guess. But you know, special comes with a lot of issues too. So, but again, just from going around and things like that, I've just personally seen it to where, in my opinion, the average for us is a little higher than the second rarest. But I know that upsets a lot of people. But again, it's just the averages kind of thing. So we're down there for sure. Oh man, there's a lot of people that came in here. I need to stop ranting. So, just do it. Yeah, peace and love. There you go. Encourage. UK any. I love the 90s decade, John. That's like my favorite genre of music, so I'm definitely a 90s person. What are we discussing today? We're discussing raccoons. We're discussing starting YouTube channels, Brett. Or Mentos Jones. It's all kinds of random stuff. Just going through the comments here. Thanks, peace and love, for encouraging the liking, supporting Sean. Y'all, are you from Texas? You say y'all. I'm just. It's funny. Female ENTJ is 0.9%. Yeah, Bo. Like, but dude, INFPs are definitely low. The dude INFPs are a lot less rare than the female INFPs. So if you break that down, John, into guys, we're definitely, INFP male is a lot more rare, if you break that half of it down. Yeah, Jason. Thanks for getting Brett there. Yes, Wilson is chill. He's just chilling there, and he's basically, I think he's staring me down. He's making sure I don't say anything stupid to ruin our reputation, because Wilson, and the chicken doesn't really care. He's got more of like a lackadaisical, but Wilson's, I don't know, he's a little controlling. We have like a love-hate relationship. We've been together for 2 years now, since the very first video. Obviously, you know that, Nicole. But yeah, you know, it's fine. We're like a married couple. I've never been married, but Wilson may be the first volleyball I marry. And maybe I'll do that on an upcoming live stream. Possum. Now we're talking about possums. Even amongst other INFPs, we're often different from each other. Yeah, totally, Michelle. This is something too that's definitely a huge thing. But that's the cool thing, because yes, I'm obviously targeting an INFP like channel, because again, I do want to get away from the craziness that's outside in the real world. But also I know that, you know, it's not always good to have the exact same person, you know, next to you, but like with INFPs, we're vastly different. So in my opinion, it's like, you know, I mingle with society all the time. I'm always out with people and this and that, just like for my work and things like that. But like ever since starting YouTube, that was the whole thing, is just to kind of go to a place where I can have more people that get me. But also with INFPs, it's cool because, again, they're vastly different. We're all different. So a lot of people will see themselves not like me and how crazy I am and how much I talk. And again, if you're not comfortable if you've never done YouTube and getting this, where this is a creative passion outlet, you're not going to be like me and be all crazy and this and that. But this is just who I am with this sort of thing. So after this, do I go call people and like, you know, have people come over and we have a party? No, I don't do any of that. I don't talk to anybody, for days. So, but on here, this is my kind of fun time. So, but yeah, that's the whole thing. It's like INFPs are so crazily different that I learn so much about myself and extra stuff about INFPs, because it's like, you know, the different fabrics of INFPs, like it develops the spectrum even more, to which if I have it all funneled into my channel, I get a wealth of knowledge that kind of just helps like put different perspectives in my head that, you know, just kind of helped capture the INFP picture, you know, pretty cool or whatever. So, you all think you're awesome. Thanks, Lois. Hey, Valerie. Sean seems so INFP to me. Family thoughts. Yeah. Rambling thoughts, especially today, because like I said, I don't know. I went on a huge rant. It's just I don't know. You guys can rewind it at times or when this is over. But yeah, today was chaotic coming into this, and I try to focus my thoughts a little better. I guess I could talk to any of these cameras. I got them both on, but yeah. So, but I like how my brain works. I just let it. I kind of, especially on a YouTube video. Like, I just let it flow, and that's what I'm saying. You guys can see on a live stream, like, I mean, I do chop out edits and things when I forget to say stuff, and my mind just locks up, which on live streams, I try really hard to not, it's going to happen. It's happened a few times already, but, so on videos, like, you can obviously cut that stuff out, but I try to leave some of it out just for relatable purposes, so people don't be like, man, this guy just talks perfectly, but, no, it's just, but it's hard. That's one of the things, too, with YouTube videos is making a short enough video, because everyone's attention spans, especially an INFP or ADHD person, has a very short attention span, and just anyone in general nowadays. But like, you really got to focus on a topic. So if I come up with a topic, it's kind of important to not ramble the whole video, and a lot of INFP just want to talk about everything and this and that. So I do try to keep it in the MBTI realm, psychology. I don't try to, make a cooking video or whatever. But like, it's very, very hard for me to stay on topic, but reel in all my points down to a concise 10-minute video or whatever, a lower range video is, because like all the side trails I can go off on with my brain can turn it into an easy 20, 30 minute. That's my second burp. So hopefully I didn't register through the microphone. I'm a mess. But yeah, so it's not, yeah, I don't know. But so that's the thing. A lot of video makers, they have scripts, and you can see them. I have never had a script on any one of my videos. I put the stuff in my head, and then I loosely go up to where I kind of have an outline in my head, but then it quickly, after about, I don't know, the first point, it starts going off the rails, and then my brain goes where it goes. And then a lot of times I forget like very important points I had that was that would have been great. But then I can just add that in after on editing with some graphic or some quote or whatever to kind of capture that. But that's just how it works better for me. I can't, for the life of me, read a script. But a lot of YouTube videos, that's a very good way, because people just come for information. They don't want to naturally see someone rant and just go crazy, because they come here for a certain thing. It's like, some people like it, but if you did it every single time, it gets old. So that's something I try my best and just really try to keep things on topic. But again, for me, my brain just doesn't function that way, and it's just hard. Yep. Hey, girl. Welcome. Hey, Xavier. What's going on, man? Yeah, that Joyce videos, I've been on her channel 2 times now, I think. But yeah, she's one of my little creator buddies. So she always invites me randomly if there's some kind of INFP thing go on. She'll reach out to me, kind of fill a seat or whatever. So I definitely enjoyed over there. That one was pretty fun though. It's like, I didn't talk a lot. On the first one I did, it was like, I don't know, comparison between INFJs and INFPs, and there was only two girl INFJs, and then just me and another guy INFP. That one I was a lot more chatty, talkative. I think it was just because there was less people, and I just was very, I just had a lot to say. But in that video, I wasn't and that's just how I am in normal settings, to where I'm just not, if there's a large group or whatever, I'm not gonna talk a lot. So I tried to throw in my 2 cents just so I didn't look like the awkward person, but yeah, I wasn't super chatty in that one. But no, it was fun. That was a long night, and it was late, and I was tired, and it was just all kinds of stuff going on. But oh wow, Xavier! Oh man, thanks, man. This that's the second person tonight to give me some money. Super sticker, I appreciate it. Again, I don't know. I've mentioned that already. It's just, man, I don't know how to respond to stuff like this. But again, tonight, with the first donation or whatever, this is the first amount of money I've ever made in my whole life on anything online, including YouTube. I've never made a single penny from YouTube in my videos. So literally tonight's live stream is the first time I made any money on YouTube in my whole life, or on anything in my whole life online. So I don't know. I know it's a thing, but me and money are kind of weird, and it's hard for me to get money for myself. But I don't really know how to act. I just super appreciate it. It's just pretty cool. Can you ask Wilson if Tom has been arrested? Is Tom Hanks in trouble? Like, I don't really, I don't know if he is or not. The last time I saw him in the news, he had COVID like a year ago or something like that. But yeah, I don't know about that story. He's not talking to me right now, Wilson. He's more so just screening what I'm saying. Again, like I said, to make it sound like we're not doing anything crazy. How do you like doing different talks with Sam MBTI and different ones on YouTube? I don't know what that means, Lois. Like, I mean, I do those chats on my channel where I got about, I don't know, 7 or so of those chats where I've chatted. I definitely like those. Jason, Nicole are in here. Brett's in here. There's a few people in here that I've done those with. So they're definitely fun. It's cool, a one-on-one kind of thing. It's fun to those. I need to do another one coming up. The last one I did was actually with Joyce Meng. She popped over here for my last one. So, but they're really fun to do. I like those. So, I am interested in, getting the same type or an INFP on there, but I also like to kind of throw random types on there. So, I have plenty stirring around that I'll pull on there and things like that. So, if that answers the question. Oh, I just zoomed way down in the comments. If you push like the wrong button, it like jumps all the way down. Okay. No, Jackie. No. See, I am not jealous of INFJs. See, that's the whole thing. Like, in no way am I jealous of any other type. So it's like, INFJs have, they're massive, just like us. Like, I think INFPs and INFJs have we understand each other, but vastly different. But like, I wouldn't want to be an INFJ. They got tons of their own issues. But like so do we. It's not to say we don't. But like I so much embrace. I'm happy to be an INFP. I enjoy it. Like I understand that they have that and they can focus and they have structure better and I don't know, whatever. Like, but like I don't know. I've come to the age where it's just like, I'm so happy to be an INFP, and just when you start embracing it and actually harness it and understand how to navigate the cognitive functions and just like utilize them, it actually comes out to where if you can harness a lot of INFP stuff and develop a lot of those shadow functions, this and that, you become a very it's just I don't want to say superpower person, but like when you go amongst society and this and that, there's a lot of stuff that we have if you actually develop it right. There's a lot of stuff you can understand and know and knowledge and things like that actually can turn in your favor later on. But in no way do I wish I was an INFJ ever. But that's the whole thing. Yeah, we're it's like. But you can do that. Like INFPs can do the NI and FE and all this stuff. It's just, again, it's doing those hard things that we're not very good at. So like if you develop those things, guess what? You can start being more like an INFJ in a sense, but You know, it's just developing those things. But it's not to say that we can't do NI and FE and all that. You just got to work on it harder and develop it. And the more you do it, the easier it gets. So what's Brett causing problems about? I'm my own boss. That other guy in the office is some sort of Brett, see, that's not a good employee. You need to I'm going to call the Australian Bureau of Work Labor Laws and turn you in. Yeah, Riveris, the NI and NE thing, it's just, it's all cognitive, it's mental processing kind of stuff, so it's just, I have some videos on it that kind of like, I made one video that had a pretty cool graphic or whatever, but, it's just, they both come from a place of just like, basically NI is something that basically takes like an idea, it has all these different patterns that it kind of does, but it funnels it down into the best kind of thing. There's millions of ways to explain it, but NE is more of like, you know, you see Wilson or a volleyball or something like that, and then your brain off that one thing kind of spawns off into like 400 things that kind of relates to that thing that you can kind of connect in a pattern sense. But it's kind of, NE kind of goes outwardly in a sense to where it starts thinking outward. NI kind of pulls all this crazy data and things from all kinds of stuff, but it narrows it down. And that's where they can kind of focus better and things like that, because they're focused on doing that one thing, whereas we want to kind of explore all the things, like, which makes our crazy brain go into hyper overdrive, because literally, like, that's what I'm saying, all these rants. It's like I'm talking about one thing, but then my brain goes off on 6 different tangents it wants to go off of, which is hard to keep myself on track because I want to talk about 5 things that just rush into my head, where NI is going to funnel it really quick. Or not really quick, but it's going to funnel it fast as it can to a more like hard topic, and it's going to ride that topic till the death kind of thing. And not like be persuaded by all those other things that we're getting. Oh no, what about this? What about this? What about this? NI doesn't like to do that. It likes to stay on a topic once it came to be that's the best topic. We like to keep our options open with NE. And that's where, you know, we like to explore. We're natural explorers, and thus NE is just something that you always want to find new things. You always want to see things. You always want to, you know, you don't really want to put a period on anything. You don't want to say, okay, this is it. You want the options to stay open and just play off all that. And then, you know, out of those 5 million things, you can kind of develop something or give it up, whatever. Another UK person. What's up, HBC? Sorry if you've already left because I'm way behind, and this was like probably 17 minutes ago. Oh, man, I'm like 15 minutes behind on my chats. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, they're probably, do you paint, by the way? Sorry, I'm getting tired. No, Castaway isn't my favorite movie. I'd say like Big or something like that. I like Big. There's obviously Tom Hanks makes a lot of movies off the top of my head, but I like the movie Big. And I like Turner and Hooch. That old school. I like that movie. I used to watch that all the time. That brings me back. So I like Turner and Hooch and Big and things like that. But yeah, no, Castaway wasn't like my favorite video. Wilson was just kind of, when I started this channel, Wilson kind of became a joke into the kind of sense of like where I don't really have any friends kind of thing. So Wilson was kind of like my little co-pilot, and it just kind of turned into, he became like just a character through the whole thing. So that's just what he kind of came to be. Okay, let me go. What's poppin', dog? What's up, DKZ? I don't think I've seen you in the comments either, so nice to meet you. People like you out there. Yes, it's very nice, Big Ross. I love to relate, and that's my favorite thing. That's why I created the channel. I love the feeling when I used to watch other creators, that little relatable vibe they send off. Whether it's just a small little snippet in a video or whatever. But that was my favorite part. And again, that's where that little slogan or catchphrase came up on my channel as of recently. place to relate, because that was really the bulk of me starting the channel, was kind of to, okay, if I really enjoyed this relatable feeling from all these people, I keep talking around camera, then I was wondering if I could throw my perspective out into the fire, if it would help other people. So that's really just, I just enjoy that feeling, and not feeling so alone, and others get what we're going through, and this and that. It's good to go home. Was motivation a problem? Yeah, motivation and procrastination upbeat is absolutely a problem. I mean, I do have the ability with, I can get myself off the couch sooner than later. I don't sit on there for weeks and just this and that. I do have, again, from the military, a lot of my military experience, the 9 years military I was in, I really look at that's what really helps me nowadays, to where if I didn't have that discipline and structure forced upon me and this and that to kind of learn or whatever, then I think I would be struggling a lot more than I do now with motivation and procrastination, this and that. Third burp. I'm burpy. All right. So no, I still struggle with it, absolutely. But I do have enough in me to get things done and, produce things. That's what I'm saying with the YouTube stuff. There's plenty of weeks where I don't want to do it, and like stuff like that, where I would just want to take a break and whatnot. But, it's just, I know that if you keep watering something, then it has the potential to grow, and I don't want to give it up, because it's something that, like, I enjoy it. So if I give it up, then I'm just going to go right back, and then what I do? I just go to work and come home and then watch TV. So for me, I just want to keep with this, and YouTube helps me, it somewhat helps discipline me as well, to kind of keep to some kind of, like a consistent upload schedule. It's not always perfect, but it helps me to kind of produce something, and that helps me continue my motivational, structure stuff. Yeah. So, but no, I again, like I said, I just put a lot of it to the military kind of experience. The chicken, doesn't have a name, Nicole. It's just a chicken. My mom bought it for me when I was in the hospital, in the ICU for one time, a long time ago. I was in bad shape. So just a thing I think she got out of the gift shop that I've always just kind of kept it with me. But it doesn't have a name. Nice HBC. No, I remember you saying that. I honestly do. That's awesome. But that's the thing. It's like taking those risks and doing all that stuff. It's like, sometimes stuff pans out, but like, it's scary, whatever. But like, I don't know. I wish I would have gone to film school. It's just to learn more. I just keep self-educating myself. There's plenty of stuff online, YouTube nowadays, kind of self-educate yourself. But, I see Joy there. Oh no. Let's see. It wasn't an insult. That's how I am too. Oh man, this is long. This is old. Yeah, Valerie. Hi, Joy. Man, I got to catch up. See, it doesn't work with live streams and comments, because if I keep ranting, I'm so behind, and you guys just sit there and wait for me to answer your comments, and it's... Yes, Valerie, that's my point. I believe, that's my opinion. Until I get diagnosed, I won't go into this, but I do think that ADHD is highly from like an NE type thing, to where it's not preferred in normal in society. So let's give you some medicine so you can be all like us. That's my point. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just think it needs to be harnessed good, and people need to stop talking crap about it, because people need to be focused, but people also need to be creative minded and have their minds go crazy. So for me to have that knowledge, and that's my opinion, I do think ADHD and this and that is heavily an NE type thing. So, if people want to, you just don't understand, it's hurting people's lives. I get it. My brain is nonstop. All day long, all night long. I don't sleep very well all the time, and sleeping not good recently, but my brain keeps me up at night. It's a nightmare in that sense, because it does. There's a lot of stuff that it messes with me health-wise because I'm not getting good sleep and things like that. But that's just how it works. So if you learn how to harness it and put it in stuff and kind of things like that, you can do it. But like, I don't want to suppress my brain with a pill and then make it focused. And now I'm an INFJ or whatever. I don't want that. I want to be me. And I want my brain to go crazy. And all those people that say, dude, what's wrong with you? And why are you talking in 5 different, conversations to yourself? I don't know. That's just my opinion on it. I just think it's one more thing that they say that you guys are weird. That's not right. Yeah. Well, we're not preferred in society. So, leave us alone. Hey, Georgia. Sorry again, I'm late. Oh, I'm 20 minutes behind. Same boat. Oh, squirrels are shiny. One of these days, Jason, I'm always looking for ground to pick me up. It's too late for me. I'm already reading through those articles. What are you and Bo talking about? Oh, I just skipped so far ahead. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, there's so many people. Okay. You love being INFP. It's great. Wouldn't love it any other way. Yeah, there you go. I'm having issues with the EFG. I can't stop on that one. I gotta keep going. What kind of clean issues? Hey, Sean. Hey, welcome. You've been very much appreciative down in the comment section, so I appreciate you. Oh, night, Michelle. All right. Yeah, no, it's fine. We all have lives. Go put your youngest to bed. Don't have to. Oh, man, I'm sorry if you're waiting on this comment. I think it's missing an arrow. Any INFP trying to start a homestead? I'm going to start a chicken coop. There you go, Joy. I'm sure you probably already jumped in there and started talking. Oh, yeah, you are. Are you? I don't know. Turner and Hooch, do you advise on how to get out of a rut? Hey, what's up, VS? How's it going? No, I get in ruts every single week, so I get in my fair share. Whatever you guys think of how my life is when you watch a YouTube video or me right now, I still struggle on a daily basis, and it's not easy to always I try to stay in a positive mindset and things like that. So, like, for me, I know for me, I've been kind of telling a lot of people recently, but that's really what helped me a lot. It's generally because, like, for me, I don't reach out to people to help me or whatever. So I kind of internalize all my problems and work them out. I kind of really know how to work out and what things, and I really got to just process all the levels of emotions and things like that until I'm happy, and then I can come back out and play with the world. But I know my mind can really be brutal when I go up in there, and it's just like a really hard fight to kind of overcome it. But like for me, because our minds can go so dark and things like that at times. For me, the last 10 years I've watched I've overfilled my head with if you type in motivational videos or inspirational videos on YouTube, there's millions of videos and content that comes up. But that's something that I've done on my spare time where I'll literally have those playlists running all day long while I'm doing chores or something like that, just filling up subliminally in my head. And it's like all these speeches and things like that. It's all this stuff that really, I've done it for so long that I have all this stuff in my head, because when I go into my head, I have a fighting chance because I have all that memory or whatever of those, things, and hey, get up off your butt and do all this, and stay motivated and all this stuff, all this chatter from 10 years of videos of that nature. It gives me a fighting chance to actually get my butt up and do stuff. So that's really my best advice that I do. Is just I can put, when this thing posts or whatever, I can put some motivational videos and this and that in my description section or whatever it is. But if you just YouTube it, inspirational, motivational speeches or something like that, it'll rabbit hole open up and you just start diving down there, and they're all kind of similar in nature, but sometimes it takes a while to kind of find ones that you like and things like that, but that's what's really helped me over the years, I think, a lot. But again, a lot of that military is also in the backing of me. You yelled at me, but I'm Topanga. What? Why are we talking about Boy Meets World? I love Topanga. I had a crush on her. If you ever watch... Because our FE can come out all awkward. Yeah, Jackie, I mean, I know I can read people very well, and it's not like, there's definitely different ways that, INFJs, INFPs, and things like that. We have high levels of empathy, but it's just coming from a different place. And I can read people very well. I study it. I study body language. I study like little micro expressions. There's so much stuff that I involve myself with psychology in general and just understanding people of just all this stuff, type and systems. Like, it's not just like taking a test and now I know people. It's just the fascination of studying this stuff and just like going down every little system you could possibly think of. And just like, it turns into a fact to where, you can read people on their outside, like FE and things like that. You can see people, and it's not like I can't look at someone and not understand how they don't feel because I don't have FE or whatever. It's like I can see someone and just by their mannerisms, this and that, like I can go diffuse that person if they have their arms crossed or something like that. So we're not gonna get that weird voodoo vibe that the FE people get naturally, but we're gonna get it from a different way by utilizing different cognitive functions in a way that kind of makes sense to us. And then also are able to put ourselves in their shoes to a point where, we can do the empathy thing or whatever and kind of get on their whatever, help them out. Yeah, Riverius, I do. I do try to remember, and especially when they give me their real name. I do try to remember that a lot of times, because on my end, it's very hard for me to really I like to kind of connect to some extent. I mean, obviously we're in a digital world. I'm not connecting fully with you guys. You guys definitely know a lot more about me than I know about you guys, because I just get to see a little icon and, comments or whatever. So some comments open up into like cool things where I get to know that kind of person to a extent, but certain commenters that are more consistent, that, we've had long talks that come back and forth, I remember them a lot of times, but yeah, I try my best to kind of, at this level, I'm still able to kind of remember a lot of people, and I'll be able to see a new person when they come in, and 9 times out of 10, I can actually realize that is a new person and not someone that's been around, just by seeing their name. But I'm sure there's a certain point of level that when I get to a certain point, then I'm not going to be able to see or be able to hang in there with that. Hey, what's up, Johnny? Sorry I'm behind. You're probably gone by now. I don't know. It's just, I mean, SI is definitely that memory function. That's kind of definitely the one that kind of, our nostalgic thing where we like to go replay a song over and over and all this other stuff. But it's just, NE and SI, it's all that thing, going out in life, experiencing life firsthand, not like reading books and watching things on TV and be like, internalizing it on the couch and be like, oh yeah, I've been to Australia. I know exactly what it's like because I thought about it in my head and I know what a kangaroo feels like. So, it's just, in my opinion, it's really just navigating the world and getting outside. And the more stuff we put our hands on and touch, our NE and SI and all that, our memories of what works for us, what doesn't work for us, it just builds. And then we just have that more concrete knowledge of like, okay, I know I don't like this, because I remember, vividly, in November of 1998, this experience was bad for me. And now I'm at this crossroad again, and now I don't have to go down the bad path again because I've already experienced it. So the more you do that and put your hands on things, the more the NE and SI get developed, thus turning yourself into more of an inline of what path you want to go on to as an individual. And it helps you kind of stay away from that society kind of built path for ourselves. So, yeah. That's just it's just going out and really experiencing it. I got that reference. How about relationships? No, Lois, we can't ask about relationships. I got to catch up. I'm coming back. I'm getting there. Relationships, I've never been married, 40 years old. So I'll give you that little tidbit. That's kind of all I can give you right now, because that can open up a Pandora's box of just talking. Oh man, thank you. I'm not good at, I'm supposed to say thank you. So, it means a lot. Yeah, Zero and Black. This is definitely something that, this is definitely something that I know I've done. I try to wrangle it in. This is definitely something, if I do find someone, especially like a relationship person, I can be very intense, especially when someone aligns with, like, you know, when I really get the vibe that I really will vibe with this person. I can be intense. I try to better manage it nowadays. Sometimes it gets a little away from me at times, but I do still try to reel that in, because until, like, I want to give somebody everything within me, like, you know, all the depths and all the emotions that are just waiting down there, like stirring in a huge ball of crazy, that's very protected for me going around the world and society or whatever. But in a relationship, like, I really want to give all of that. And like, so, but if you do that early on, as we can do, because we just know that, oh, this person really aligns with us. Here you go. Here's everything. They can, in that, I've done that so many times where I've scared them off. And it's not a good thing. So, but again, I don't think you should, I don't think we should suppress ourselves and be someone different. I think there's some level of importance to where we can kind of control it to a point. But I do not want, especially in a relationship, I don't want to go into a relationship while it's going down the road, and I don't want to stay suppressed. I want to be able to be vulnerable and open up and just let them see sides that no one else, even on YouTube, gets to see from me, that I have down there, in the depths of the emotional ability and like all the stuff I want to give them. I want to give that to them. So if someone doesn't have enough in them to sustain my offering, then, in my opinion, that's just not, then in my opinion, it's time to move on from that person. But I think that to play fair, I think for me, I do try to like hold it in a little bit more than I used to, because again, we can definitely scare people off. So, but Lois, you keep asking all these rabbit hole questions. Johnny, he's a little behind on comments. Yeah, I'm catching up. I'm almost there, I think. I just hit the wrong button again. Oh, man. Thanks, Bo, though, for... Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. I'm in Ohio, Rivieras, I think. There you go, Jason. Represent. Nicole's cool. INFP in the house. Oh, yeah, people are like answering my questions. Okay, cool. Change the view to keep it interesting. I try to stay busy with lots of projects. Any is a strength, not a curse. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. I love any. It's my favorite one. Yeah, again, that's my point. That's my thing. I want to openly speak about ADHD, but I don't want to do it not being diagnosed. I want to do it diagnosed, and then I'm going to share my opinions more, just because I feel that I'm just going to get attacked by the ones that, I don't know, look at it differently. But I just think it's the society suppressed thing with a pill that says, hey, be like us. And I do not want to be like them. No way, shape, or form. I just don't. Don't worry about my questions. I'm just ranting. Yeah, it's fine, Lois. No big deal. I can't stop laughing at the delay. Yeah, I know. That's the whole thing. I don't like, now I'm getting all anxiety filled. Chores. No, chores. No, Rivieres. I said earlier that, my house right now is way behind on chores. Dishes all over the sink and counter right now. I got cardboard boxes. I got my whole dining room table has like stuff from my military video still out here. I got like, I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, let me see if I can. No, it doesn't work. I was trying to give you guys like a sneak preview thing, but I don't know. It's a mess, is what I should say. But no, mundane chores. I do them. I kind of have, it's around a 3-day tolerance kind of thing, to where I don't leave stuff for like 2 weeks or a week or something like that. I do have a tolerance level to where I can't really stand things being there. But it's just a vicious cycle. Dishes, laundry, it just builds up. Right when I get it all done, the house is all clean, it just goes back to crap that day. But it's just cluttery. I don't, have like trash on the ground and things like that, but it just gets cluttery really quick. And chores to me are just very non-mind stimulating. And so I prefer to do other things. You know what I mean? If I have a YouTube video that I want to create, I'm going to sit in a chair with a YouTube video for 2 days while my dishes pile up. And that's just how it is. It's always going to be like that for me, I believe. So I'm not an extremely messy person. I like it when it's clean in here. But I'm very cluttery and things build up, and it's always going to be that way, I think, because I'm just interested by other things. That's just how it is. Chores are evil, yes. Nice, Zero. Good luck on flipping the house. Love cleaning, reading books, cleaning floors. No skulls. No, it's fine. That's what I'm saying. It's fine. People like cleaning. I had recent INFPs on here that have actually, they've got into a cleaning business for themselves. And they like commercially clean things, and she was like, she loved it. I've seen that. It's not just you that loves cleaning. It's more common that, INFPs aren't great at mundane chats and cleaning. So that's going to be more common, but I've definitely seen it numerous times that cleaning is, heavily something they like to do. So, let's say we need to wash dishes after we cook. We should do it at the same time to save yourself some procrastination. Majority of the time, I do not do dishes. If I cook, those pots and pans are going to sit on the stove for a couple days. The dishes are going to go in the sink. I would say 90% of the time, I do not do dishes after I make a meal and eat it. Maybe even higher than 90%. But just cooking, and then doing dishes. I want to cook, and then sit down on the couch and watch a movie or whatever it is. I do not want to do a chore after I have a nice meal and things like that. So, yeah, Joy. I don't know. I probably got ENTP too. Dude, it don't matter. You're going to be told more times that you're other types. It's fine. But that's the whole thing, Joy. The fact that we're on YouTube, and we're talking to a camera, it makes us look like we're extroverted. Especially right now. You guys see me right now. I'm all animated and crazy, and this guy doesn't shut up. He doesn't stop talking. But again, after I get off this, I'm excited because this is something I'm passionate about. And I'm very comfortable talking to a plastic camera with no one else in the room. There's no one in here. I'm not extroverting with any human being. There's no one in my house. There hasn't been someone in my house for the last, since my daughter was here on Sunday. I don't have people come over. I don't have any of that. So in the last year, the only person is, it's like I hang out with my daughter. That's it. But if you're a YouTuber and you're on a camera every single week talking to a camera, and you're actually trying to articulate and somewhat bringing, excitement to the table, you're immediately an extrovert. So, I know how I recharge, and it's 100% not with people. I can guarantee you that. I will sit in the house. I will sit in the house for weeks and not care about seeing a person. So it is what it is. So it's not the last time you're going to be mistyped, but again, I'm up to 9 types over 2 years. So I don't know if you got that beat, but like on my military video, I do share those 9 types that over time I've accumulated. So I'm up to 9 types that people think I am. So whatever. But as long as you know yourself, you're comfortable with yourself, what can you do, right? So whatever. Let's see. Okay, cool. I would like to, if someone thought is it possible for INFP to love learning random facts? Yeah, Amon, I love random facts. Like INFPs are, the whole, my brain's slowing down. It's getting late. Today's been a crazy day. I don't know, the dabblers of many, masters of none, or whatever it is. That was my best attempt. But no, I love to, but NE is going to create that, like random facts that pop up. I'm like the king of one-liners. Like I have all these random things that pop into my head that like I'll kind of know stuff. So it's like, I just like to consume information and kind of learn stuff and like dabble everywhere and just like fill my brain full of all kinds of stuff. But no, I like to have plenty of knowledge. So like I'll go dabble in a topic and learn a bunch of random facts, and then I'll go jump on to the next thing and go learn some facts about that thing, and then go, after I get that like 60, 70% mastered, then I go move to something else and learn those facts. So I like to constantly move. But yeah, so I think it's part of us as well. But yeah, art and a creative outlet, I think is very, very important to put time into. Even if you're not making any money or whatever, just to put time into there, because I know when I don't, and that's what I'm saying, when I give up YouTube, I feel like something's missing. Like, I get it all the time. Like, I have no idea what I want to do in life. I just feel depressed, all this stuff. But I know for me, I'm way more depressed when I stop my creative outlet, which is YouTube making videos. So I want to keep watering this because I know it's something that just makes me feel better. It can get overwhelming and socially demanding and, all this stuff. And right now I'm behind like a week on the comment section. I feel bad because there's like I made that one last video. But there's a bunch of comments that I'm still trying to catch up on that I haven't answered. So if I didn't heart them, whatever, I've seen them, I've read them. So I got to go back and just spend like 5 hours like catching up on comments because I'm really that far behind about. Yeah. So, mind your manners. What do you mean, Georgia? What did I say? I'm sorry. But again, I have no idea. This is way before. So, thank you. Hugs back. Yeah, it's. But again, I appreciate you down in the comment section and stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's just you're contributing to help. You putting stuff out there. Like I said, I made that comment video. It's like the fact that you've stumbled upon my channel recently and you are going through a lot of the videos and you're laying down a lot of thoughtful, long length kind of comments. That's really can be used to help other people, and I appreciate you for that. It's, yeah. No, Joy, you can be an INFJ. You pass an INFJ in my book when I watch you, and I know you. We've talked. We've known each other for a while. You can be INFJ. Yeah, I bet you are, Nicole. I bet you are. Today I'm just not on my game. It's getting late. I had a raccoon on my roof. I got a sunburn. It's all just crazy right now, so it is what it is. One of my brain built the bar way too high. I don't think Yeah, see, man, this relationship stuff can open a rant that I just don't want to get into. What's up? How you doing, Justice Zero? But we idolize people. We put people on a pedestal. That's a very problematic thing that INFPs are highly capable with anything, not even just people and relationships. With anything, we put stuff on a pedestal and our brain makes it so perfect, but yet to create that thing or find that person, it's impossible because our brain is super animated and crazy and so perfectionist tendency, whatever, that we have to overcome that problem to where we put someone on a pedestal, and then when we find someone we like and this and that, they can easily not fit into that picture perfect thing because humans are going to make mistakes, just like we're going to make mistakes and we're not perfect at all. That person is not perfect either, but our brain has, somewhat set them up. It can set them up to fail in the future because our brain is like, well, this person is not perfect like you wanted, but that's just part of it. That's something we got to kind of get over and understand how to control that and just really snap out and be like, dude, this person is a human being. We all have our struggles and we're not always going to do the right thing. We're always, we're going to make mistakes. And the person that you have up in your head that you've put on that pedestal is not who this person is. So, to give them a fighting chance or you a fighting chance for a relationship, it's important to obviously get better at not idolizing people and things like that. But I get it. I still do it from time to time. So I do try to wrangle it in and just, accept people. It's just perfect is not achievable. So perfectionism, all that stuff. Again, I shoot for very high standards. I have high standards for myself, and I'm always going to do that. So, it can be said you're chasing perfectionism and this and that, but in reality, you can't reach perfectionism. It's impossible. There's no perfect person. It's impossible. There's not a certain type, that's, is a perfect person. It's not possible. So, you can still strive for perfection and do things like that to kind of create cool things, to what your level of standard for yourself is. But there comes a point when you just got to kind of let things go. You know what I mean? It's like my videos, they're not perfect. I try very hard to get them to where I feel satisfied week to week when I make them. They're not perfect by any means. And I know I'm always going to continue to grow as long as I stick with video stuff. But eventually I put them out there because I have to. Like, I can't just get caught up. And some videos I struggle with and this and that. But I'll just get to a point where I'm like, hey, you gotta put it out, dude. So I put it out and it's just like, so I still go through it with a fine tooth comb and, go over my videos 20 times, make sure there's no spelling mistakes and things like that. So I try to, do the best I can, but I also know that, hey, you got to put it out there. This person is going to mess up. You got to expect that. So just, that's part of it. That's just something we got to get better at. So, my son is an NTP. Relationships suck. Oh no, I just zoomed past it again. No. Oh man. I'm still behind. I thought I was catching up too. I hit the wrong button again, guys. I'm bad at live streams. I'm the worst live streamer on YouTube. Feel free to desubscribe and never join a live stream again. It's fine. I'm just gonna drink my cold tea that still has the tea bags in it because that's how I roll. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we get used and abused. That's definitely a thing, and that's something that, boundaries, and we got to get better at that. There's certain things like that we got to do, definitely toughen up, or we will get used and abused. That's part of it. Yep, Lois. This is definitely a thing for INFPs. I've done it myself. I've stayed in. We have a very hard problem at getting out of things that are not good for us. Not just relationships, but definitely relationships. I've stayed in relationships way longer than it was good for me. When I knew I should have left, I have a tendency to, again, avoiding conflict and all that stuff you don't want to do. that's a very problematic thing for us. And so I've had my lessons learned in the past. So nowadays I'm a lot quicker. I know the value of ending something quicker than normal because again, I've lost a lot of years in a sense, to unhappiness because of that one little step of a breakup. And yeah, it's gonna not be fun for a few months, or it's gonna, it's not, the conflict's gonna be high, this and that, but you're gonna suffer for so much longer if you stay in that. But for me, I've learned that lesson. I've put in years of after, things I should have ended or, whatever. So nowadays, if I see that and things aren't going to work out, I will stop things very soon. Yeah. Sorry, Bo. I don't know if it's my Wi-Fi. I just left. Never opening up again, Georgia. No, I don't. I mean, I know. I try not to look at that. I'm sorry to put that on the screen. That might be too a little bit whatever, but I just take it off there and put Nicole on there. But yeah, no, it's Georgia. It's like, I don't know. I always want to leave myself open for the idea of love and like a marriage because I've never been married and stuff like that. So I always leave that option open for myself. I do still feel that someone will get me out there and just be able to take in what I can put in, all the stuff I want to give to somebody. They can endure that intensity. So I always leave it open. I don't feel that my past relationships are anything indicative of like what I can find in the future for myself. So I don't actively look per se. I'm not like on any dating sites or anything like that. So I don't do any of that. I just kind of go through life, and then, people always come across your path from time to time. Usually it's not at the right time, but that's how I kind of just go through life and just always have hope, and just someone will, eventually, maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. But again, that's my view on relationships. Like if I die unmarried or single or whatever, I'm not gonna. It's not gonna matter. Like I hear a lot of guys that are in relationships or girls, whatever. Like they don't want to die alone and think. Like to me, that's crazy. I never think about that. That doesn't cross my mind one bit. If I die alone or never get married, that's not going to be a regret I have. It's just nowhere in my radar. So I'm not 100% against marriage or anything like that. There's views of it that are kind of, whatever, society based. Like, let's let the government into your private life with that piece of paper. Because again, marriage doesn't fix anything. I mean, my view on marriage is like, so it's not to say I won't get married, but like there's a lot of my view on marriage is like marriage doesn't fix anything. All it is a piece of paper and a, expensive party that you paid a lot of money for. So it is what it is. It doesn't fix the relationship. It doesn't help anything. It just changes your name and lets the government now, have access to you. So I don't know, but who knows? One day I might get married. One day I may be like, a 70-year-old YouTube on here saying, "Hey guys, I'm never been married. I'm 70." Sorry about that accent. I don't know why. I'm just getting tired. Midwest Skulls. Oh, is that probably because I said Ohio? Yeah, I'm in Ohio. I'm an INFP and my husband an ISTP. Oh, that's cool. And now you guys are going to open up a whole conversation. I'm sure you guys are already doing that. Yeah, we're definitely... Yeah, Little Muse, that's the whole thing. We're definitely in an ST kind of world. It's just... we're out there, but the problem is we're hiding. Just like you're hiding, they're hiding. So we're all there's like a big magnet between us that, we're not going to be, again, I hate being the center of attention. We're not going to actively just pop out and be like, "Hey guys, look at me." That's going to be, more of the S types and like extra ES, more of the flashy kind of types. They're going to pop out in your face more to whereas we're going to stay against the wall. Like how you just how you prefer to do. It's not to say you can't run across them on your daily travels, but we're not going to be as known. So again, that was a big reason why I started the INFP channel because I couldn't find them. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't know where they were and I wanted to find them. I'm like, okay, where are all these people that get me? Where are they at? So it doesn't mean I didn't just interact with like 10 of them on that day or whatever in the real world, but I didn't actually know that because everyone's putting on that little mask to an extent to kind of just navigate through the world of whatever. We got to kind of be somewhat chameleon-like. So that's the whole thing. But that's why I made this channel, so I can find where you guys are hiding and we can all kind of talk kind of thing. All right, focus. My brain's going off the rails. I'm going to go till like, I'll go for like another half hour. I'm trying to catch up and hopefully I can get to the bottom of the comments. So today was a crazy day for me. No excuses, but I got to give myself a hard boundary stop of like 9:45, which is a half hour from now. We'll stop because I got to eventually, these live streams usually go forever. So, I got to stop and my brain's shutting down. So I'm trying to hang in there. Yeah, cooking video. It's like, I don't know. I'm definitely like, I love cooking shows. I can cook. I'm definitely a medium cooker. I'm not like a fancy cooker like all this, but I can definitely hold my own in the kitchen. So I'm way above microwaves and things like that. So I can definitely cook very, to a good extent, I'd say. But I enjoy cooking channels that like the Food Network. Always when I'm traveling in hotels, that's generally what I'm watching is the Food Network, all those cooking competitions and things like that. I like Food Network shows and things like that. Less is more stuff. Yep. Let me just post that on there for the whole world to see. Very much important. Absolutely. You guys see my videos, so you constantly see me laugh, just like that. But yeah, when I'm making videos, I'm trying to like go into a topic, but the stuff that's coming out of my mouth, even if it's not a joke, like some of the times I'm like, where in the world did that even come from? So, yeah. So for me, you guys see plenty of my videos. I don't get to see you guys, but like, yeah, if you watch yourself back on video, you learn a lot about yourself and you're like, man, what in the world? So I don't know. Hey, Crystal. Sorry, I'm behind. Oh, man, I'm 17 minutes behind. Well, if you're gone, Crystal, you can watch this on the replay. I'm zooming now. I'm going fast. Poor tired Sean. Yeah, Rocky did warm out. Like when you're out in the sun at high noon for 2 hours, pacing back and forth around your house, and you're working, and you had to work an extra 2 hours after work was supposed to be over, and then you started right before the live stream. My whole day is just like chaotically crazy. So like the fact that I'm actually somewhat coherent right now, it's like I'm pretty proud of myself right now. So I'm trying, but yeah, it's definitely tired, Sean. And normally I'm not going to push the record button, when I'm this down and out. So I'm trying. Oh, there's the permaculture stuff. I remember we talked about that last time. No, it's fine, Crystal. I can do it. I'm catching up. What's up, Lost Boy? How you doing, sir? I don't think we've met. Nice to meet you. Yep, cold tea. Oh yeah, I said that. Man, I said that a long time ago. Hey, more McGill. Man, you England people, you guys are, it's late there. And after these live streams, my neck gets so sore. Like after I get off these things, my neck is so stiff. It's crazy because I'm holding it in one direction. And it's just, I can feel it right now when I tried to move it. It's bad. But it's fine. Married twice, don't do it. That's all the thing. There's difference of opinions, but yeah, never been. So I don't know. Again, I'm not writing off, but it is what it is. Sean is definitely getting slap happy, Nicole. I'm slap happy on a regular video when I'm not tired. So yeah, it's not like I'm not. So tired. My eyes are starting to get bloodshot. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Is that creepy? Yeah, Rivera's. No, I honestly don't. And people are gonna assume that. But honestly, when I am this is literally me. This is a passionate side of me. This is my creative, just whatever it is. If you're passionately excited about something, just think about that and how excited you can get. So this is mine. YouTube has been that way. Making videos and all this YouTube stuff just happens. I know for a lot of INFPs, YouTube is not the creative passion. But again, just put it in line with whatever it is that you found that, interests you or whatever. So that excitement we get, that naturally transposes on the camera. And again, when I turn on a camera, I am myself. It's the excited version of myself. So I'm not being fake. It's just my excitement, my vulnerability, my excitement for that topic. Everything about YouTube wrapped into a ball. When I hit record, it does come out. So again, I'm targeting an INFP group. INFPs can see through BS and acting in 5 seconds. So I know this. And again, for me to be on YouTube this long, I'm pretty sure, if someone's reading like a script or like putting on a show or acting or something like that, an INFP, especially me, is going to see that in 5 seconds. With YouTube videos, even my edited ones, they're edited, they're chopped, they're kind of more precise to where I chop out like some of the stalls and mind wanderings and, whatever. Just go judge it for yourself. Go watch my videos. And if I'm acting, then I think you can be able to see that because but that's literally how I feel. When you guys see me on a video, and right now, I'm seeing me right now and interacting on a live stream, I'm not acting. I'm just being myself and like excited to be it and trying to get through this, tired. Like you're seeing what it is, but how I look right now is not any different than when I hit the record button on a regular video. Like I think it looks the same. Like nothing looks different because I'm just being my open self and I feel comfortable on here. So I feel that, if people are going to say whatever, well, you must be acting and things like that. It's not. It's just coming from a place of honesty and creative outlet passion, and that's what it is. And that's how my videos are made. So, but whatever. People are going to assume whatever, but yeah, Crystal, for sure. I mean, I look extrovert on YouTube. When I'm out in public, I've seen it said numerous times that INFPs, we're said to be like one of the most extroverted of the introverts. I've seen it before numerous times, and I can see that. Not, like for me, I know that's the case. Like so I'm not. I don't like to be the center of attention. I don't like to get up and do speeches. I don't like to, if I'm in a room, a meeting or something like that. I got to burp again. So I don't like to extrovert in that sense. And so like, again, extroverts, the definition of extroverts is not like just talking in front of people. It's where you gain your energy. Is it from being around people or is it being from being alone? Introvert. So like, I know 100% I'm actually heavily introverted. I know that. But I also go out and mingle. I talk a lot for my job. I have to extrovert. I have to engage. I have to talk a lot. So I have to train. I have to do a lot of stuff to where I have to conversate with people a lot. It doesn't mean I can't do it, but like it drains me very much, and that's what it is. And a lot of people think, well, I can't go talk to people. It has nothing to do with extrovert and introvert. If you talk to somebody, it doesn't matter. It's how you recharge your energy. And like, so like, that's what I'm saying. For what you guys see on here, it looks like, oh man, you're right on the border of introvert and extrovert. Like, cause look at you, but I'm heavily introverted. I need a lot of alone time, and that's just how I am. So, my videos are going to come across is where, people pin me as like, oh, you're extroverted. I think the E and the I on watching someone on actual video, in my opinion, is the hardest letter to kind of gauge, in a sense. Because a lot of times I see it to where introverts are actually more comfortable on camera. Because again, there's not a person there. We're not talking to a person. So introverts, a lot of times, after you get through the awkward phase and kind of get more comfortable with the camera, introverts can come across a little bit more extroverted than the actual extroverts do on camera. It's not always the case, but I do see that on social media and stuff. There's a kind of a flip sometimes. Because again, I am looking at a camera. There's no one, you guys aren't in front of me right now. I'm in my room by myself, my house. Like, I don't have a whole party going on right now behind us and like, oh, I'm going to go talk to all these people afterwards. So again, I'm comfortable. There's no one in here. I'm just talking to pieces of plastic and my microphone and Wilson and whatever. So I don't know. No, Rivera's, that's the thing. It's like, I don't feel pressure, nor will I ever do that. Honestly, I don't. There's definitely things that I can play the YouTube game more. I can do more. If you want to really grow a channel, there is kind of important, like the Frank James stuff. Like he's, a lot of people miss his regular conversation videos instead of all this, the humor stuff. But it comes if you want to grow a channel and make a living for it and, make money out of it, there's certain things where he is doing stuff and he's not showing the true Frank James in a sense, because he's putting on that comedic show, which those videos take a lot of work, for a 3-minute video that he chops up, those take a lot of work. They really do. Like for me, a video person. So he puts a lot of work into his stuff. But like, again, like, so I can do the same thing. I can make gimmicky videos and things like that I know how to grow the channel faster than I am right now, but I just don't really want to do that. I just want to do what I want to do. I want to talk about what I want to do week to week, because I think that shows the most vulnerable. And if I have to act, I feel very uncomfortable. It doesn't come off well. I'm not a good liar. I'm not good at, I'm just not good at it. So for me, but that's a huge thing in the video world. When it comes to making videos, it's very important to storyboard. You want to, like when you make a movie, you want to storyboard. You want to like draw pictures of like, okay, this scene, and then the next scene is going to be this, and then they're going to say all this and write a script and all this. So if you want to make a very nice, concise package with all the points you want to make across, and just really have a really good YouTube video for informational purposes and not leave anything out, not to have too much fluff, it's very important to make like a storyboard and script and this and that. But for me, I can't do it to save my life. Like I cannot do a script. I cannot write a storyboard. Right when my brain has to like go look at something to say, or like a picture of like, okay, you got to do this now. It's not good. So, I don't know. I'm plotting a video course to like, not a course. I want to make a video. Like I was going to make it this week, but I changed my, it's like of how I do laundry when I leave it in and like, like refresh all the time. I was going to make like a little video that was going to have a whole bunch of clips put together, but from different angles, and just kind of putting, a very cinematic kind of looking video. So it's kind of engaging and cool, instead of just hold the camera and walk around and whatever. Just, you want to stage shots and, different shots you want and things like that. So in that aspect, I want to stage certain things, and that one would probably come across as a little bit more acting. Not really that one would probably be more acting, but it would be very clear that it's kind of acting, because I'm trying to make fun of how I actually do my laundry, which it's just, I leave it in the dryer for like 4 days after it's done and just put it on the tumble dry cycle for like 3 days and pull one article of clothing out per day. So I don't know. I just thought it would be fun to kind of make a video like that. But again, it just kind of gets my my video skills a little bit better in that department. I just saw Renee down there, but I skipped. I gotta go back. Oh, night. Did Little Moose go away? Nighty night. Sorry if I missed you. I didn't take it that way. How's that working? Thanks, Scholes. I appreciate you stopping by and commenting on my channel though over the span, not just on here. So I appreciate seeing you down there. My favorite chat is on. Oh, see you later, Brett. Later, man. Any value sensitive? Sorry, I need to stop mumbling. Oh, my husband. Oh, night, Joy. I'll see her later. Yeah, Crystal, that's what I'm saying. We do smell BS. I can see it like in literally like 3 minutes from talking to somebody. My BS radar is so like, it's very, very good. And that's the whole thing. It's like, but that's the whole thing when you actually take on an INFP channel and you think to yourself, and all the recommendations to make YouTube videos and this and that, it does come across as like, make storyboards, make scripts and do this, but that all turns into like kind of acting in a sense. It's important to make a video, but at the same time, an INFP is going to see through that and can kind of take it as like it's an inauthentic kind of thing. So for me, and how most comfortable I feel on a video, it's just to kind of let loose and just week to week. I don't have a list of videos. It's just like whatever I think about that week that I'm excited to talk about. The video spawns like a couple days later. And like, again, after this live stream, I have zero idea of, except for that laundry video. But again, I probably won't do it because I'm already thinking about it for like a week and it'll get boring to me. Then I'll probably do something else. But like, I just go week to week. After like about video number 3 or 4, those were kind of on a list in a sense. But after 3 or 4, 100%, it's been week to week. And it's something I get excited about that week. And I want to talk about it. And I turn the record button on and I rant. And that's literally how all my videos are made. Is just something I want to talk about that week. That's it. Hey, Renee, is that even your real name? Like, I don't know if that's your real name. I always call you Renee, so I like to call people by their things, but you've stumbled upon my channel recently, so I just didn't want to keep calling you Renee, and then like 2 years later, we start like have that awkward, so my name's Sarah. So yeah. That was a classy burp. You like that? See, I'm trying to... I'm trying to be fancy for YouTube. I'm like 60 introverts. Yeah, Crystal, I'm like, I think I'm like even more closer to 70. Like when I take all those tests, like I think I'm up, but I'm definitely up there. It's not, those aren't one of the letters where I'm like on the fence. It's like, but the introvert's really up there, and it is. I know myself, and again, people are gonna give me the extrovert on. It just blows my mind that someone like would make that type description of somebody based on watching a video and just how it all works. But this is not what you see. That's what I'm saying. This is not an inauthentic part of me. And it doesn't mean I can't get all excited and animated like this when I'm with somebody. But this is not me like 90%. This is not me 90% of the time. This is a little burst of Sean. And so I'm not like, I don't get off here and like, I don't know, start cutting myself or something. Like, I probably shouldn't have said that. That sounds bad. That might trigger somebody. So anyway, let's just cut that part out of the live stream. But no, I am more, I try to stay positive. My brain does try to drag me down in the dumps a lot. So I do try to live I don't want to put my down stuff on people. I don't like to do that. I like to internalize all that for myself, the best I can. And sometimes I'll get venti or whatever to people I get comfortable with. But like, yeah, I try not to spread downer stuff. But yeah, no, I need a lot of alone time. A lot. Oh, Nikki's still here. Did you make the YouTube channel yet? I want to see your first video. I'm going to comment. I'll give you a like. Everyone wears me out. No, I mean, it's not, I don't have to explain like how we get wore out and charged up, you know what I mean? So it's like we do generally have small groups that we like to kind of keep in touch with or whatever. But like, yeah, in INFP, it doesn't matter. And INFP can too. So like a lot of times with INFPs, since we are so, like our type is a very vastly different type. There's a lot of types that, they're pretty similar. INFPs, just because we're so individualistic and like concerned about being on our own path and all this stuff. We're very different. So, and our FI is very, it's very, you don't want to, so like if two FIs kind of butt heads, and our stuff doesn't align, see, I'm like jumping all over the place. So if you have two INFPs, you're not always going to align together. So, when I make my videos, I'm super excited about my video that I made that week because it was something that I got super excited about it. My FI was super happy about it. And I made a video and I'm all excited. And then I put it out there and everyone's like, all right, whatever. Or, you hear crickets or there's not the engagement you think you're going to get from that excited thing doesn't always transcribe with everyone you think it's going to, just because everyone doesn't align the same time we do. So yeah, if an INFP all of a sudden gets sparked by some inspiration or some excitement that, it's cool because I know how it is. If I get really excited, I know what that is. So if I'm having like more of a low day or like something like that, or where I'm just, I like to be left alone at times, but if there's an INFP that comes bouncing over like Tigger from Winnie the Pooh or whatever, hey, look what I found, then yeah, that excitement can burn me down. So I do get where it's coming from, and I'm not going to like, get away from me, but it's just like, I'll do it more in a tactful, delicate way to where I, have my ways of just how I navigate through people and like lessening conflict and this and that. So I just think that, yeah, anyone can wear you down. And I think it's just, especially with another INFP, it's just a product of not really being aligned inspirationally the same exact time. Yes, it's like, but that's the whole thing. It's like this is the whole thing about this. When I got on YouTube, again, social media, biggest fear of my life. I never participated. I never did any of that. So like for me, when I after I got over that fear of social media and put myself on camera, it turned into where like I would say something and then like the comment section would be like, "Oh, I get that. I relate. How do you know that?" I'm like, "What?" Like so quickly after, around the 5 video mark, it started to get very, very weirdly comfortable. And that's why I'm still here today, because again, without you guys and like, hey, this is, very relatable. This is helping me. Exactly what I'm going through, and I can't, with my perspective as experience this now, I'm not going to hit everybody. But there's enough that I do get the comments from you guys, especially a lot of you guys on here right now watching. Lord of Cancer, what's up, man? Is it St. Patrick's Day today? I know I blew Bo off with that, but is it really? I'm like in the dark. Oh, there's people requesting me to follow me on Instagram. I'm like a horrible Instagram person. I'm not like, I only have like 550 followers. So anyway, oh, yeah. No, but that's the whole thing. I feel as much as when you think about not putting yourself on a camera and social media and, you know, not engaging on social media and even in the comment section, like, so if you go from that to where I was the same way, 2 years ago, I never put a single comment on all of YouTube in my whole life ever. And now I'm commenting everywhere and on videos and live streams, whatever. But that's the whole thing. Like for me, it weirdly got so comfortable to where I am way more vulnerable and comfortable in like with you guys. And again, there's always going to be someone that's going to come by and troll me from time to time and take shots or whatever, this and that. It's just, that's part of YouTube. It's not fun when it happens, but again, it's not going to hold me back. I'm at a point where a troll or a bully, whoever, they're not going to get me to stop my creative outlet because I just, you know, it's something I believe in. And, you know, I'm past the stage of where people are going to stop me from doing something I want to do. But the vulnerability and stuff like that, I'm way more vulnerable. Like if it was someone in my close circle or like a relationship or whatever, then yes, they're going to get this kind of raw vulnerability times like 10. But I share a lot of myself on my videos more than anyone in my real life. Like I don't tell stories about, I don't talk about myself. I don't like to do, I just bit my tongue. So that hurt. That was a bad one. I don't know what, I'm just going to keep going. So I don't know. I appreciate you guys. If that's part of this, I gotta catch up. I can't believe still to this day that anyone could think you were anything but INFP. And don't, is that INFP or enemy? Yeah, it's fine, Brett. It's whatever. It won't be the last. I'll get some good ones. But again, like I said, in that military video, I kind of made a joke where I was thinking like if you actually get to 16, if you get all the 16 personalities, then you win like a free toaster. So for me, I'm kind of hoping for that is in my future. So again, I'm up to 9 so far, but I've had some crazy ones where I'm like, man, that's way off. But it's fine. I just, what can you do? You know what I mean? Man, Frank James, I was talking about him a long time ago. All right, let me just zoom through. Yeah, everybody likes to. No. Laundry. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. And now it's coming up to my 9:40. I gotta. I'm good, Lord of Cancer. You triggered a bunch of vegans. That's yeah. I know vegans can get pretty intense. There's a lot. INFPs are heavily vegans. I'm not. I just ate a huge steak today. So I'm definitely not a vegan, but I know a lot of INFPs are vegans. That just kind of goes hand in hand a lot of times. But yeah, I know some vegans that are more casual, and some are very, especially if you find an INFP vegan who's really latched into that with their FI, that would be a dangerous boundary to push, really, in my opinion. So, yeah, Jack. So, it's. Yeah, I have, okay, I said 9:45, but I'm gonna stay on here a little bit longer. I know it's a boundary violation. It's fine, but I want to get to these more because I enjoy this and I'm trying to catch up in comments, but, yeah, I don't have a schedule, nor do I won't ever, make a claim that I'm going to post every Monday or every Friday. I will never, you can hold me to this, but I will never make that claim ever. Because when you do that, if you say new videos every Friday and you don't do that, because I'm never going to be able to do that. Like, my life is chaotic as it is. I have a heavy work demand life, and I'm very busy. So I can't guarantee that I'm going to have a video every Friday. It's just not how it is. So I will never, if one day I became a full-time YouTuber and this and that might be different. But with a normal life and a very demanding job and, a kid and all this stuff, I'm never going to promise a new video every Friday. So with that, the consistency does suffer. And I just kind of go when it kind of comes. I try to keep videos about week to week. They sometimes spread away. They'll go 2 weeks. I've had a couple big blocks in 2 years. I took about a little bit over a month off the first time. Like, it was like a month and a half. Like the first year, and then there was another one I just took, I don't know, within the last 6 months, I took a good month somewhere off, or somewhere, I think it was almost 2 months I took off, but then everything in between there has been like around the 1 to 2 week average kind of thing, but more so closer to the 1 week stuff. So I do find that keeping consistent and it kind of helps discipline me to make something, because if I don't make something, I start falling further and further behind. My creativity starts to dwindle. I start to kind of die inside, and I just don't feel alive as much. So even on days that I don't want to, burn myself out with making a video, I do try to discipline myself with trying to keep trying and keep hacking away on these videos, because I just know what it feels like to not be doing a creative outlet. So, okay, for reals, Renee, thank you. I'm most comfortable being fully my INFP self with kids and animals. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make like an animal whisperer video. There's something to be said with like INFPs drawing attraction to animals, and I've always been that all my life. So I definitely want to kind of go down there and research that a little bit more, and just kind of find out why humans and like animals are attracted to us. It happens all the time. It's like, no, my cat hates everybody, and then next thing you know, it's like laying on your lap purring and stuff like that. Like that's how I am with animals. But it's just being my normal self, and animals can sense the vibe of a person. I'm just very intrigued to kind of research it a little bit more. Like I'll put in the research before I make the video, just so I have like more knowledge to kind of articulate why, instead of just say, oh yeah, INFPs are humans and animals are attracted to INFPs. Video over. So I'll do the research in that sense, but I just think it's intriguing because there's something to be said about it. And I just want to kind of see where that wraps into play. So, no, Crystal, no fighting. No, see, no one's fighting. Lord of Cancer. Oh no, hopefully you guys didn't go on some, no, don't have, see, we're all good. Conflict avoided. Night, Crystal. Night, Rivieras. Yeah, I'll do more lives. I'll change up the time, things like that. Everyone's saying good night. I just said meat industry. Oh yeah, Lord, I love cheese. I eat a lot of cheese. That's probably why I'm burping a lot. Yeah, Jason, we can go to Outback again, man. It's like, not right now. I got to go to bed. I got to finish my cold tea. This is the longest 2 hours I've been sipping on this tea. Man, if you leave like 2 bags of tea in there for 2 hours, it gets really potent at the bottom. I don't know if you guys ever tried that, but it's kind of cool. All right, so a child tester junior ES. I think you talked about. Oh no, Jackie, I gotta Zoom. Yeah, my daughter's definitely extroverted. Everyone sees her on there, and she introverts up. Like if you put her on a video, she gets really quiet, but she's not. She's energized by people. She hates to be alone. She hates to be homeschooled. She hated the whole COVID thing of being home. She just likes to be at school. She's very much extroverted, but everyone swears she's introverted. But it's fine. Everyone knows my kid better than me. It's all good. Yeah, thanks, Lost Boy, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, night. Steph. Oh man, everyone's leaving. I'm like, anyone here from Colorado? I just hit the button and it jumped past all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm going to 10 o'clock. I seen Nicole saying that. I'm like, I'm passing my... Oh, I'm almost at the bottom of the comment section. See, that's what I wanted to do. Night, Bo. Yeah, man, I'm not suffering, man. I got this. Full control. This is... You're still there. It can be intense. Using animals for food is ethical. Baby bird in the field. Yeah, I can't do stuff like that. That's not. I don't want to put a baby bird. That's gonna ruin everyone's night. I'm taking that off, Crystal. Thanks, Renee. Yeah, it's not. But it's something I enjoy nowadays, you know what I mean? But that risk was massive. But again, I made that old video where it's like, you know, what INFP YouTuber life, and I really do it from start to finish. Like that day when I started it, I kind of filmed like a little part of that where I was just kind of watching TV, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go do it. But I wasn't ready. That first video, I felt like I was about 3 months still not ready. Things weren't right. I didn't have the camera stuff right. I was like, I still didn't have the room right. There was a lot of stuff on that first video that literally, in my opinion, I jumped the gun about 3 months sooner than I was ready. And it was just because I was like, you know what, dude, you've been trying to figure this out for 6 months. Just go do it. So I did. And that video, like I said, I've got comments where people thought I was on drugs. But it was literally paralyzing fear. And it's cool with video because, like, you know, it gives you a history of improvement or where you came from. So I get to look back at my first video and just really see how far I've come and how comfortable I've gotten with the camera. But it's something there's so many reasons for YouTube what I wanted to do it. And it just like, you know, to me, it was just like, it was worth taking that risk. And I was just like, I wanted to give it up about 2 times, but like literally that day on the couch, I was just like, I'm doing it now. And it was a huge risk. But again, 2 years later, I'm happy I did it. It's one of those things. Happiness is on the other side of fear. That's one of my favorite life quotes that I really believe in. Because in the more of those things you do, when you actually do those things that scare the crap out of you, and then you find out that it's not that bad. Some things might turn out bad. So it's not saying everything's good that you try, but a lot of those things that you tried that you were paralyzed with fear and you tried it, and then you realize that, you know, on this side of the fear, there's so much crazy happiness and everything else. I keep looking at the wrong camera. It's just but that's one of my favorite kind of life quote mission things is like happiness is on the other side of fear. And that's what I believe in. So like this was a true testament to that. Everything social media, being on a video, being the center of attention, conflict by troll, all this stuff. So everything you guys can think of, everything that's in your head from thinking of, just imagining putting yourself on a YouTube channel. Just imagine that. That was in my head. 100%. It's not like I'm anyone special. I'm not at all. I'm literally someone that had this massive risk of anxiety. I took it. And now 2 years later, I get to experience something very creative and fun and something I enjoy that a lot of people can't because they won't take the fear step. So I just think the more times you actually brave those storms and this and that, there's things you can find out that you would have never thought in a million years. Anyone I talk to in my real life has no idea why I'm on YouTube or even understands how I got on here. It's just, you just had to talk to people in my real life to really get an understanding of like, I was like you, I promised. It's hard to see it when you watch me now. But like, it is what it is. I know how I felt. I know how it was and whatever. Yeah, 15 minutes. Oh, okay, 6 more minutes and that's going to be a hard stop at 10. I'm almost to the bottom. I'm getting there. I love animals. They're so adorable. Heck yeah. I had a military couple who was shocked German Shepherd really liked me. He followed me into the bathroom. You can't have German Shepherds. Well, I think I've had animals come into the bathroom with me when I used to have dogs and whatnot. Can't wait for the INFP HD dating series. What does that mean, Skulls? No, there's no dating series. I don't know. There might be, but it'd be cool if there is a special someone in my life. I'll try to coerce her onto video, but I'm targeting less of the extrovert types. I'm going more in the more of the like-minded categories. I've gone polar opposites. I've tried all the opposites, whatnot, but I'm kind of going closer to the like-minded type to myself nowadays. I can do everything in life just fine. I can navigate. I can manage. You know what I mean? I can get through life just fine. I don't need my opposite to help me out with things. They can make things easier to an extent, but I don't need that. What I need is someone to understand me, get me, accept me for who I am, this and that. And I'm just at an age where that's what I want instead of someone that can help me. So if I ever do get into dating someone and things like that, then I will try to work her on the camera. But again, she's probably going to be a close type, and that might be hard for me to do. But I'm going to try. I got family in Colorado with Renee. So my dad lives there. I met him when I was like 28 for the first time in my life. So I met him for like a day, had a barbecue there, and haven't seen him since. But yeah, they live in Fort Collins, right by Denver. So I've been there. I've been a couple jobs for my job in Colorado. Oh no, I just clicked the button again. Oh, I'm more behind than I thought I was. Oh no. Okay, 4 more minutes and I got to get off. Hard boundary. INFP is saying a hard boundary. Look how serious I am. Yeah, peace and love. I don't think any live stream I've done is less than 2 hours. They all go like this. This is how they all go. The time flies by. My neck is completely, my face is going to be locked. My neck is way. What takes you the longest on YouTube? I don't know what that means, Renee. What takes you the longest YouTube? I don't know what that means. I can't. I got 4 minutes. You didn't see the context. I don't know what SMH means either, Crystal. I'm slow with that stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of stuff I'm behind on. I'm just joking around. If I said something, I was being sarcastic. Nowhere in this whole live stream was I being serious. So if you took it some way seriously where I was mad or something like that, I was just joking. Thanks, Jason. And Nicole, obviously. Oh my goodness, am I at the bottom? Did I just skip the button again? No, I'm almost there. I never thought I'd be able to see this. Brother's starting to be on Ontario, Canada. I go to Canada for my job quite often. About 10 times a year, not quite often, I should say, but. Hard to understand me would be a dream. Yep, Renee, that's what I'm talking about. That's where I'm at nowadays. Colorado, too funny. You're in Fort Collins too? That's weird. Yeah. No, I've only went there once. I was there for a weekend. But yeah, my dad still lives there. I got a brother that lives there. My sister moved away. But yeah, I literally met them for the first time ever in my whole life. That's the first time I ever met my dad. He left before I was born, but I met him one time when I was 20. I found him online. Took my kid. She was 2 years old at the time, and my kid's mom. We all went there and met him. So, but yeah, Fort Collins is a nice place. Very active community type vibe out there. I liked it. Bike paths everywhere and stuff like that. All right, night, peace and love. So much hate. Thanks, Georgia. I'm not good with the little the abbreviations sometimes. Thanks, Jackie. I appreciate you hanging out with me the whole time. I appreciate you always seeing you down in the comment section. I think I owe you a couple comments down there that I got to catch up on. I see them all every month, I promise. I'm slow, and I'm trying. Yeah, I'm like totally not a selfie guy. INFPs and selfies I don't think mix. That's more of an ISFP thing. But yeah, I'm definitely not a selfie person. All right, night everybody. You were still on here this long. You were supposed to get off, Steph. All right, everybody. It's 10 o'clock. My hard boundary of setting a boundary is set. All right, everybody. I appreciate it so much. So night, everybody. And oh, my neck hurts so bad. All right. I'm gonna go eat some cheese and go to bed. Just kidding. I'm gonna eat some cheese. I'm gonna have a glass of wine too, because it's like whatever. All right, night. I'll just sit on here for one more minute and let all the nights come in if you guys want. All right. So good nights. Good night. No, because it is gonna make you guys all feel obligated to say it. I just don't want to leave one out. Oh no. Hey Hardy, I'm just ending it, man. Sorry. All right, later, guys.